Lil Smacky's candy contraband. You can't get cavities if it goes straight through your veins.
10 seconds.
Yes, of luck.
Let's check the electrics.
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
3.
They're Branniger in the Hawk.
Chloric acid, a smidge of cobalt, a hint of hydrogen peroxide, superheated to 500 Kelvin, and ta-da! It's pretty great, huh? I know, right? Chemical metal embrittlement.
Hey everybody, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So far, we're at the 3rd week of September, and I got 2 Lisa Loud episodes on the way. And this episode really puts the focus on Lisa Loud. And whether you're a Lisa Loud fan or not, for those who are, the Mad Scientist. The 16th episode of Season 3 of The Loud House, and above all, it's the 117th episode. You know, for me being in between of being a Lisa Loud fan, I think I really like this episode a lot more than any other episode I've seen that had Lisa Loud in it. Because this is the episode that has more development on her, and she actually get a musical number in this one. Oh yeah, you heard me straight. She actually has a musical number in this episode. Well, if you like Lisa Loud, put down your pencils and pay attention. Today's Loud House Critic episode was requested by Aaron Patrick and Gary V. Neal.
It was Einstein who first proposed the idea of time travel via wormholes, but now I, Lisa Loud, have come very close to actually creating one.
You've never seen anything like this before. It says on the top, banana, in a world full of hungry little monkeys. Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify.
All I need to figure out is how to harness the necessary energy to...
Christ.
I need you to take my pulse. I'm working on a breathing technique that lowers my heart rate to the point of barely being alive.
Oh, no.
Nope. Still quite robust.
Dang it. I hate robust.
Oh, she should go to the Addams family. They know how to deal with robust stuff like that.
Pardon the interruption. As I was saying...
Hey, Lise, we need your help. We found this cupcake behind the radiator. It's got a little mold on it, but can we still eat it?
Good God!
Have you lost your mind?
Oh, hell no, that's a fucked up stupid question to even ask. Can we still eat a mold muffin? Or cupcake? That's fucking disgusting!
Only if you want to ingest gangrenous ergotism, alimentary toxicolucia, or Stachybertus sartarum.
Ugh, no thanks.
You had me at gangrenous.
Excuse me.
That was pretty sick, Lana.
You eat lamb chops, it's the same thing.
But I don't eat disgusting shit like that.
Apologies once again. Now, to
Yeah, Brainbox. I'm playing a gig at Sunset Canyon tonight, and I need to make sure the oldies can hear me. Can you measure my decibel level?
What now?
Oh, there Luna goes again, asking Lisa for a favor, like she did in making the grade. And I'll save that criticism for later.
Not right now! I think you should be fine, which is more than I can say for my beaker collection.
Now get the hell out of here!
Can this get any weirder with more distractions?
I'm so sorry. It's not easy being a research scientist in a household populated by uncouth, disorderly siblings. I look forward to the day when I'll have somewhere quiet to work.
Oh, praise the handsome and beautiful Lord for that.
Well, why not today? You're welcome to come spend this afternoon here at the Institute.
We have top-notch facilities where you could continue your research free of distractions.
And guess how Lisa responds to that?
Really? That sounds phenomenal. I'd say I have butterflies, but we both know that it's just the reduction of blood flow to my stomach.
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Boom! How soon can I come?
Jesus Christ, Lynn, are you trying to crap yourself?
Damn!
So Lisa actually arrives at the Institute, and things are about to get so much better with her.
Lisa, so glad you could join us for the day. Let me give you the tour. Over there is our biosphere. Through that door is our nuclear fission facility.
No offense, but Lisa kind of walks like Velma Dinkley from a pup named Scooby-Doo. I mean, just look at this.
This gives me the creeps. The creeps.
And those are the restrooms.
So when does the bathroom line typically form? I'd like to arrive early so I don't waste valuable research time.
There's never a line.
Shut the anterior entryway!
And as I said before, they should have kept the frickin' second bathroom in the house. Speaking of, I wonder what the fuck even happened to that bathroom. I know it got messed up in pipe dreams, but somehow it could have been brought back again. I don't know, anyways.
In here is the crown jewel of the Institute. Our research laboratory. It's at your disposal. Enjoy the quiet afternoon.
You know, seeing a lab like this kind of reminds me of Muppet Race Mania with the laboratory and Muppet Lab.
Erlenmeyer flasks? 2,000 milliliter beakers? This place is every 4-year-old's dream!
I know this fool ain't about to sing.
The only gases I smell are the noble kind. There's no better place for my scientific mind. Look, it's a chimp! I can observe how it swings. This lab's so amazing, it's making me sing. With so many test tubes, my tests won't go wrong. This lab is where I belong.
The bee's making honey, this Tom Tucker bunny. I'm sorry. That stupid-ass Family Guy song is getting me now.
The bee's making honey, this Tom Tucker bunny.
Well, I think it's gay. No wailing guitars and no spooky sis. No cupcake dilemmas. You can even hear this. It's quantum equations, it's Saturn's bright rings. When you're working with colleagues and not with your siblings. With such fine equipment, my work can't go wrong. All my neurons are firing. This is where I belong. I know I'm gonna like it.
Oh. That's a good song. I love that song. A few things I gotta say about that. First off, you can hear an instrumental version of this during the title card. And secondly, isn't that a monkey? Because a chimp doesn't have a tail. And third of all, that's an odd plot hole right there. They actually shush her for dropping that thing, but they don't mind her singing? That doesn't make any sense. You know, normally Lisa would actually be rapping, but somehow I'm gonna let this fly. At least she feels right where she belongs. Or does she?
Esteemed colleagues, I believe I have cracked it. By combining super magnets, nuclear fission, and banana peels, one can produce the necessary energy to open a wormhole large enough for a human being to pass through. Boom. Time travel.
Here's the thing. I'm never wrong.
Oh, wow. Why didn't you figure that out when you were in the house? Could have easily gone back in time to actually save Lincoln from being bad luck. Or something. You know, half of this time traveling kind of reminds me of Back to the Future, or better yet, Avengers Endgame. But seeing Lisa looking at the board like this kind of reminds me of that movie Gifted, which also had Chris Evans in it.
Brilliant! An epic achievement.
I couldn't have done it without the opportunity to work in such an optimal environment. I also had a marvelous time in the bathroom.
Ho! No, thanks.
In fact, I think I'll visit it on the way out.
Wait, you don't have to go. Look at all you've accomplished in half a day. Imagine if you were here full time.
Oh, what could Lisa be thinking?
I'm honored. I'd say I have a lump in my throat, but we both know it's merely the tightening of my esophageal sphincter.
Well, that's something we all like to hear every day. 'Cause I don't.
You want to stay there? What? I don't understand, honey. What's wrong with working from home?
Gee, does that answer your question?
It has its distractions.
Okay, true, but that doesn't mean you have to leave your family and move to some institute. What?
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 What? What? What? What?
What? Nothing. You said what first?
I didn't say what first. I asked you what.
No, you said and then what, and I said what.
No, I said what? Like what?
You said what first?
Now you're making fun of me?
No, you misunderstood.
Wait, Lisa's leaving us? What's an institute?
It's something a 6-year-old wouldn't understand.
Honey, you've never been away from home. Plus, you're 4.
You have a problem with a 4-year-old?
I anticipated this reaction, and so I constructed this pie chart detailing my psychological makeup. The green area represents scientific pursuit, which, as you can see, makes up 97%. The orange slice, at 2%, represents my affinity for West Coast rap. And finally, the blue sliver, at 1%, represents my emotional attachments.
Dang, you're as cold as ice, brah.
You're as cold as ice.
All I'm saying is that research is my life, and this is a huge opportunity.
Huh. What do you think, honey?
Well, sweetie, you've always been independent.
Hey, we all!
I guess we can give it a try.
Yes!
I called dibs on her room! Oh, wait, Lily's in that room. Never mind.
Dipshit, Lynn. Always steal from someone else? Vampire fan 1958 was right about this. What's likely the family uses Lisa as a tool instead of seeing her as family. And that's another reason why they're not such good parents. Not saying they're the worst, they're just not perfect. And yet there will be an editorial on that, and I can just say they've done some worse things.
Now, paterfamilias, what you're experiencing is merely the release of an endorphin called leucine and enkephalin, which helps to improve mood and rid the body of toxins. You'll be over it shortly.
Men are such babies.
You big baby? Baby want a bottle? A big dirt bottle?
So later that day at the Institute...
That's an unexpected reaction. Oh, it's my tummy.
Then you should eat.
6 o'clock already? Wow, time sure flies when you're synthesizing chemicals.
Oh yeah, and time flies for me when I'm working second shift or I'm doing artworks or playing Friday the 13th.
I'm so hungry I could eat an Equus
I'm so hungry I could eat a vegetarian.
What in the name of Pythagoras is this?
It's a nutrient-rich cube filled with all the essential vitamins one needs for maximum brain efficiency.
Whilst I see the merit, it's not exactly my father's meatloaf.
Oh, wow. So this is kind of like a gummy vitamin? Barry, I could get a good dish of lasagna.
Try not to fill up. There's mint chip ice cream for dessert.
Ooh, now you're talking. Ow!
I have an incredibly high threshold for pain. Holy monkey! What the heck was that?
In injection form, of course.
Sprinkles.
No, I'm good.
Oh. There it is.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here.
I'll be going this way.
I don't want any food injections inside me that could turn my skin color different. Later on the day, Lisa actually meets up with her colleagues and turns on the dream boat. Again, something that would be considered the love boat.
What? You guys don't know the Dream Boat? It's my family's favorite show. Oh, you're in for a treat. Let me just catch you up a little bit. Last season, Karen made Blaine walk the plank, but now he's the one setting sail for love, and these gals here are...
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I guess so much of these brainies would actually be into National Geographic, Natural History, Animal Planet, and probably Bill Nye the Science Guy when they were kids.
Bill,
science guy.
Bill. T-minus 10 seconds. Bill. Bill Nye the science guy.
Later that night, Lisa's getting ready for bed and she actually finds a note inside her suitcase.
I packed this in case you want your usual bedtime PB&J, since I won't be there to make it for you. Lincoln.
Wow, that's a very generosity brother you got, Lisa. He does care for you, as much as I like to see you and the sisters actually care for him more.
How thoughtful. I suppose I could go for a snack. Shouldn't be too hard to figure this out. I mean, I did crack time travel today.
Oh, we shall see.
How does he do it?
Honestly, what the fuck?
You think I can get you that?
You're a thief, mother! Oh, I put another hand on your ass! You damn!
You idiot!
That's so funny and it's odd at the same time. It's funny because she doesn't even know how to make one, and it's so odd because for being the smart one, she obviously doesn't even know how to make an actual PB&J, but she can make a freaking time machine? Hell, even the Powerpuff Girls can actually make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they're fucking kindergartners. Oh well, next.
Oh, darn zipper. Why is this so hard?
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. No, anything but that.
Start twerking like Miley. Twerking like Miley.
No, anything but that.
Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 jeans, true religion. I say no, but they keep it.
No, anything but that.
I got nothing.
That's real cute how those two look in footy pajamas. And you know, what I said about last week's review, about Lisa and her PJs, though, do you ever notice in the sweet spot when you see her actually her PJs that she doesn't have any slippers at all? Like she's just wearing a two-piece pajamas. But somehow in the actual episode of Making the Grade, she's actually wearing a nightcap and still wearing the same PJs, but actually has bunny slippers. But now in this one, she's actually wearing a footy pajamas, which I could say the same thing about Lenny, but since when did Lenny ever get footy pajamas? She's always wearing the pajamas that almost looks like her dress. But somewhat Lisa's getting the same premises that felt like the episode Garage Band. You know, when someone's too far away from their family and they really miss them a lot. 2 words is all I could say.
Why am I having so much trouble falling asleep?
Good night, Mr. Cow. Good night, Mrs. Sheep. The sun has gone down. It's time now for sleep.
That's real nice of Lori to actually tell a story to someone, but wait a minute, Lori never actually did this before. That's kind of weird.
Newtonian Physics Volume 1. I guess this'll do.
Oh, that would put me to sleep very much as I read Wikipedia to fall asleep. But you know, if one were to notice, Lisa had to wear her footy pajamas backward because she was unable to zip them up from the back.
Mother, Father, I had a nightmare. Oh, right. I'm not home.
I say it again, 2 words.
Oh, I'll sail all night. There's a knife for me, tiddly-um, and I never know.
Shut up, you asshole. That's disturbing.
Only Lucy Loud would be able to sleep with that thing in her bed.
Salinity-filled fluid leaking from my nasolacrimal duct. slippery secretion from my mucous membranes.
Bitch! You broke my neck!
This can only lead me to one conclusion.
2 words again. The first word starts with an H, and the second word starts with an S.
Let me show you something.
I'm ready, Mommy. It's time for my water, please.
Here you go, honey. Okay. You all set?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mommy.
You go to sleep.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Sugar Plum. Good night.
Night.
Earlier that morning, Lisa calls upon her family.
Family, I've called to correct my earlier findings. I now have a more accurate understanding of my psychological makeup. As you can see from this revised pie chart, West Coast rap still stands at 2%, but scientific pursuit is now 48%, and emotional attachment has expanded to a whopping 50%.
And your point is?
What I'm trying to say is, you guys mean a lot to me. I'm sorry I didn't see that until now. I really miss you.
Okay, in case anyone hasn't figured it out yet, the 2 words are homesick. Lisa was feeling homesick.
Honey, we miss you too.
Why don't you come home?
Oh yeah, when she does come home, you guys are gonna treat her the same way like you have been treating her, like a freaking tool instead of treating her like family. I'd rather have a different life than that. I hope they can change their ways sooner or later, because I hate to see how they would be in season 5. But does Lisa really want to go home?
Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid that's not possible. Leaving now would cause irreparable damage to my reputation and future career prospects.
You know, you've really got a good reputation of what you accomplished at this institute. If only there was a way to change time, like somewhere go back in time to when it actually happened.
Oh, sweet simple Lenny, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. Anyway, family, I better go. I have to prepare another presentation on time travel.
Look at that. I was right. Note the lack of surprise.
Anyway, since Lisa now is working on the time travel machine to try and take herself back to the past, gotta get back to the past, Lisa loud. Does anybody remember that show?
Let's hope my theory actually works.
I sure hope this works for your sake, Lisa.
Yes, the wormhole!
Oh wow, hallelujah. I wonder if it will take me to the time where the Addams family actually exists.
Hope you're watching this, Einstein! Here goes nothing. Better not end up in the dark ages.
Watch out.
Fuck this.
I made it.
And I'm back in my limo.
Yep, all 11 toes still there.
That's disturbing.
Someday I'll explain it to you.
Or maybe you shouldn't have to, because she may not understand any of this.
You're welcome to come spend this afternoon here at the Institute. We have top-notch facilities where you could continue your research free of distractions.
And guess how Lisa responds to that?
A very generous offer, Dr. J, but I'm good right here, where I belong.
I'll be right where I belong.
But someday in her future, she'll come back to that place.
Hey, Lincoln! Think I could get one of your famous PB&Js?
Lisa style? Coming right up.
See, isn't he a good brother?
Boom!
Jesus Christ, Lana, are you trying to shit your pants?
Damn!
And I wouldn't even do that shit near Lisa's room, especially with all those chemicals. All the chemicals and all that methane there, that would not be good. And this kind of reminds me of a Looney Tunes cartoon where Yosemite Sam was telling this dragon not to sneeze because he was going to blow them both up. But that's what this reminds me of, if that was ever going to happen in the Loud House.
Home sweet home.
That's all, blokes.
The mad scientist. How good was this chemistry? So, at this point, the episode felt like it was another show, and in the best way possible. Something about seeing Lisa in a lab on her own gave off a classic Nicktoon Cartoon Network vibe for me, you know, such as Dexter's Laboratory. And I can also tell that the song that she actually sang was really nice. Already I can tell where the episode is going. Lisa will eventually realize it's not a luxurious street name luxury, or Ritz as you might call it. So basically, Lisa tells her family that she cares more her scientific achievements than them. But as she gets ready for bed, she realizes how much her siblings mean to her, and I find her not being able to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich pretty funny, especially for being a smart one. And in the end, she uses her time travel machine to go back in time to when she never goes to that institution. But wait a minute, when she gets back in time to the right before she accepts the offer, her future self is still there in place of her past self. Was that an oversight? Or if it was intentionally? Let me try to explain it as best as I can. So when you go back in time to a certain part of your life, you replace your past self? Is that what we're going for here? And yet some people still don't get about the future and past nebula for Endgame. But what the hell, Lisa's happy to be back home and that's it. But above all, I really like this episode. While the whole be careful what you wish for theme is kind of generic, it was more conveyed and much better than in One of the Boys. So I guess I can't complain too much. Also, it kind of felt ironic how Lenny was shown to actually help Lisa. Not one, but two instances here. I mean, she helped her in her footy pajamas and suggested Lisa go back in time, even though she didn't realize what Lisa had discovered. Also, the scene at the end where Lisa time travels was very confusing. So that's a downside. But additionally, the story felt somewhat rushed, but they gotta fit the episode into 11 minutes, and it didn't feel like they were trying to do too many things all at the same time. But in conclusion though, I like this one a lot. I'm the Loud House Critic, and I gotta watch Back to the Future to see how this time traveling stuff works.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove, it's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
Blame it on the goose, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the throne, got you in the zone. Blame it on the alcohol. Oh man. Blame it on the alcohol. You can blame